Hi everyone, my name is Kiana Franklin and I'm here at the Living and Learning Enrichment Center in Northville, Michigan, where they serve a diverse group of individuals with social skills, job skills, respite, tutoring, summer and winter camps, mentoring, volunteering, and also leadership. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to speak with the owner, and her name is Ms. Vartanian. The reason that I chose to come here is because I like the population that they serve, and I want to be of any assistance I can. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
This is Ms. Vartanian, so we'll speak to her on more of what the center offers. Alrighty. So do you want to tell us, do you want to show us around and tell us what you guys offer and when?
Sure.
Because I know you're up and coming and
Yes.
you're just open, so we get a grand tour of a place that just opened.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So the name of the facility is Living and Learning, and we are working with adults and young teens on issues like social skills, being independent, job mentoring. We have support groups for parents.
Okay.
We have winter and summer camps,
Wow.
tutoring. We have a speech pathologist, and we have a social worker.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So do you want to show
Sure.
us where you guys?
The other service that we offer is Friday night. We have a Friday night hangout. This will start October 2nd, and it's every Friday. And it's a place where parents can drop their teens off between 6 and 9 o'clock. And we have staff available who are trained with adults and young teens who are on the spectrum, just to hang out, just to have fun and be with their peers. And if they're nervous, we help them work through that. And just, a lot of these kids are home on Friday nights by themselves. So this is a way for them to go out and just have a little bit of fun in a casual area.
Absolutely.
Or setting, I should say. So this here's our craft area where we can do crafts and pictures. It's loaded with things to do in there.
Okay.
Over here we have an area where we're going to have board games set up.
Okay.
Checkers and chess and puzzles. And then over here, this isn't done yet, but we got a TV put in, and we are going to have this area filled with real comfortable chairs so they can watch movies. We've got a lot of new movies.
Okay.
Over here we're going to have an area where they can sit and have pizza and pop with their friends.
Okay.
Let's see, over here we have an area where it's set up, but we ordered a big screen TV so that it's going to be a gaming area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they know they love video games,
They
so.
do. They do. So we wanted to, provide that as well. And then if it's just too much,
Okay.
it's with sensory overload, they need to self-regulate, they can come in here. And this is just a little quiet area.
Okay.
And they just sit down, and this is a massage chair.
Oh.
And we've got a weighted blanket here. So it's just an area where they can just kind of regroup.
Okay.
A lot of sensory objects.
Cool.
If they want to do homework or something, which surprisingly some do, we've got an area in here where they can have, a space provided.
Okay.
Where it's
nice and quiet if they want to
Yes.
get away from the
Yes.
outside noise out there. And this is where you'll probably do the tutoring too. So they're by themselves and they don't have any distractions
Yes.
from the other kids.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. We are looking at another facility.
Oh, wow.
Right, we're already starting to grow. We're realizing now that this is not, it's
Gonna-
wonderful and I love
Right.
the space, but it's not going to,
Conducive to your environment and the population you expect to bring in.
thank you, exactly. So the new place we're looking at,
Okay. Is it still in the area?
yeah, it's
Okay.
a block over, it's on Main Street, and it's a house, so that we'll be able to do cooking.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
And
Because
the
a lot
other
of them,
skills.
they don't cook on their own. They're always
Right.
waiting on somebody else to do it, or
Uh-huh.
what.
Learned helplessness.
Yes, and so the
that
parent is
happens a
always
lot.
doing
So
it.
we really want to help them be independent and
Okay.
not just cook, but clean up after themselves. How do you do that? What does that look like?
Okay.
What they might think a lot of times is a good enough job.
Right.
It's not actually a good enough job. So
Correct.
it's training them in that. There's tons of stores around here. This is a little town, and everyone
Okay.
has been, this is Northville, everyone has been wonderful about us bringing in clients and letting us job mentor with them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right, they've been wonderful. Yes, they can come in here, they can work in here.
Yeah, because I see there's like a lot of restaurants around here, so.
Lots of restaurants.
Yeah, so that probably will be a good thing, because of course they need bussers, they need people to clean up.
Right.
They probably won't be a server, because, well, they could be a server, there's not alcohol, but, they
Right.
just need to hold the food on a tray, probably not.
Exactly.
But it's
Exactly.
things that they can learn by even watching, even if they're not doing it themselves.
Exactly, and the social skills piece, which is really going to be huge, and what we're going to really focus on is how do you interact with people?
Okay.
What we're finding is that 7% of the people who are graduating college that are on the spectrum are not working.
Oh.
And if they are, they're bagging groceries. So if they were smart enough to go to college, they have a high IQ.
Right.
They finished college.
Correct.
And now they're bagging groceries.
Just because they don't want
Because
to
their social
socialize.
skills are
and
so bad.
Okay.
They're, no filter, they just.
Right.
But they've never been taught this, so we're really
Okay.
focusing heavy on that.
Okay, and then absolutely, and also, like, they probably don't have the confidence to go into a real interview.
True.
If you're bagging, I mean, how many questions can they really ask you? Your IQ doesn't have to be that high to bag a grocery.
Exactly, and that brings on the depression because they
Yes.
are smart enough to do other things. Their passion is not in bagging groceries.
Right. Absolutely,
But-
they have a college degree.
Exactly.
You can't even pay the student loans back with.
No, you can't. No. So
Bagging
this is where
groceries.
the depression comes in and everything else. So
Okay.
we're really trying to help them advocate for themselves
Okay.
and learn what it takes to be in the working world.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you so much.
You're welcome, and I know your business will do great because
you.
the diverse population that you have, nobody's doing that. Everybody,
Exactly.
even the state, they're focusing on like 0 to 3, and then after you're 3, then you just go to preschool, and then they'll have speech and stuff there. But it's nothing. As you age out of that, then
know.
what's supposed to happen to you? I mean, you still
Exactly.
have, where's the skills come in? They rely on the school, but the school is only giving you social work a little bit, like 15 minutes a day probably.
Right.
And the older you get, they kind of weed that out because they figure you should have social skills by now.
Right.
And then the speech, after kind of middle school, they're like, goodbye.
consultation,
Right, you
right.
should be talking by now, and if you're not, we can't help you.
Exactly, exactly. So I have a child that's on the spectrum.
Okay.
And so I'm walking this walk, and I know that there's nothing out there. So I'm on a mission.
Okay, all right. Well, we're all in it together, so.
We are.
I'm on a mission too,
I
so.
know you are.
So I appreciate it, and thanks so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.